Hi, collective. Let's get a quick my deck reading. Not totally my deck read. Archangel Michael, I ask that you preside over this reading. I ask that you protect me and my collective as we channel, transmute, and harmonize the energy for the highest good. Ashe, Ashe collective. Alright, let's also use the palm reading cards, okay? It says discover your turn in the palm of your hands, okay? Alright, I haven't used these cards in the past, okay? And I'm not sure if these cards are really used for tarot, but we'll use it for some sort of insight. Archangel Michael, what's happening, y'all? These people have these explosives, okay? Listen to that. What's the kind of society allows their society to just, everybody, to just buy explosives and set them off? I don't know. There's something wrong with our country, okay? Something's really wrong with our country. And it's like we're creating our own destruction. And we have. We've allowed others to do it for us as well. All right, let's see if we can get through this reading, y'all. It's going to be a 4th of July explosive. I didn't want to say it. Type of read, okay? All right, Archangel Michael, show me what's going on. What's all this noise that's going on? This commotion. Thank you. The Venus finger, short. Okay, oh wow, that's a lot, collective. We're going to have to pull on each one. Y'all, yes. No, I can't do it. I can't do it, collective. It's just too much. We'll take the top and the last one. Okay, and this is like insight into reading when you're reading palms, okay? Giving a reading, right hand dominance, where to read, okay? Which hand to read. Okay, so maybe something to do with the right hand. Okay, somebody is dominant on the right hand, okay? And there's something about the Venus finger, they call it, the short finger. I think it's like this finger. Oh, that finger, I believe. Okay. If this finger reaches both the nail bed of your middle finger, this shows you don't fear showing your emotions. Caring for people brings you satisfaction, okay? So if this finger reaches below the nail bed of your middle finger, okay? So the middle finger, and if it reaches below the nail bed, now see, mine's is slightly above it, okay? Okay, but that's significant. I need to look at these because that's important. Maybe do my own palm reading, okay? And once I get good at it, we'll do it on the channel, okay? All right. So we have the Venus short finger. Okay? And that indicating, if it's a short finger actually, it indicates not being like fearless when it comes to showing your emotions. Okay? Something about the thumb. It's called stiff. Okay, y'all. I can't get into it too much with these cards because I wish they were more aesthetically pleasing, okay? Because there's a lot of information on here. And this black and white theme, it just makes it hard to want to learn it, okay? For me, more colors would help, okay? Vargas is at the bottom of the deck, okay? That's the name. It makes me think about the vagus nerve, okay? I think that it said that has to do with the autonomic system, okay? And like your heart beating without you telling the heart beat, right? And breathing without you saying, hey, breathe, okay? It's just a natural process of the body, okay? Maybe that has something to do with what we're about to read. Okay, Archangel Michael. Okay? Damn, you fucked up your bloodline. Why you do that? Okay? Maybe they came after someone who was fearless, okay? That operated in that Venus short finger vibe, collective confirmation. Let me cut this long off. All right, people. Show me palm reading cards. I feel like this is like uncharted waters. There's something here that's different. Maybe you're doing something different from what you're used to. Bottom of the deck. It's time to break free from the matrix. Yeah, that would be different, collective. Most people ain't sitting back and figuring out how they gonna break free from the matrix, okay? And being fearless about it, okay? Maybe you've done it. Maybe you've already figured it out, collective. All right, let's see. The Venus finger, short, okay? And I need to learn the constellations, okay? I don't know if that's like the Big Dipper or something up there. Okay, because there's certain ones that have lines drawn around. That one looks like a house. That one looks like a cross or something. Something of some sort. All right, but it says, if this finger reaches below the nail bed of your middle finger, this shows you don't fear showing your emotions. Caring for people brings you satisfaction. Okay, I forgot about that part. Okay, so this is maybe someone who doesn't have compassion. Okay, because it says you fucked up your bloodline. Why you do that, right? And the number 81 is significant. DNA upgrade, y'all. Maybe because you show so much compassion, okay, or whoever this person is, collective. They're due and in store for an upgrade, okay? I'm getting a royal bloodline, okay? Or if you weren't royal before, you're about to be, collective, okay? Based on whatever work that's been done here in terms of showing compassion. Let's move these over. And the matrix is significant. Okay? All right, let's clarify these. This will be a quick read, collective. Because something about these cards, these cards, they just feel like work or something, collective. All right, and there's 91 here. Okay, but show me if you fucked up your bloodline while you do that. Thank you. Collective. Mystery card. Show me DNA upgrade. I'm interested. Am I not deserving of justice? This is justice for you in some way, okay? This DNA upgrade. I'm getting like maybe you had to do things all alone. I took two here. And this is some reward for you of some sort. Maybe it enhances your security here on the 3D, okay? Because maybe you're one of many people, like many people, right, who have gone to others seeking assistance, right? Possibly in the justice system. And you haven't received it. Excuse me, y'all. Bottom of the deck. Harmonizing energies, okay? And maybe this is a way to harmonize the energy, to level out the playing field. So it's like, okay, you don't want to assist, this person. So, excuse me, y'all. I'm going to heighten their senses so that they'll be able to defend themselves even better. Okay? Let's see. Why is this card here? Show your ass what my pen do. So I feel like somebody went and made some sort of a statement, possibly in the justice system, okay? Maybe this is like a restraining order or something that you put in, okay? Y'all, this new card, and it's an old card, okay? Maybe you wrote something about a new car or a car, okay? Or, I don't know, y'all, with this new car. We're going to look at it, okay? Maybe this was something regarding a passing or something. I don't know. Let's see. Stolen land, collective. So somebody went and wrote something in the justice system, collective, I'm getting, regarding you, in order to steal some land, okay? With this new car, right? I told you this is like a card of irony in my deck, it seems, okay? I didn't do this, but it seems that this card, this is what it's become, okay? Based on past readings, okay? So this could have been a passing. Maybe someone said you passed in order to steal land from you, collective. Okay, some sort of inheritance with that bloodline, right? Maybe it's someone in your bloodline, collective. Show me new car. Excuse me. You're a compassionate and kind person, okay? 528 hertz. You fucked up your bloodline, y'all, okay? Now this could be hertz, right? And that's the hertz that I use most times when I'm tuning up the cards, okay? But also, this number has another meaning for me, looking at it right now, okay? This is a birth date, okay, for me, for a family member, okay? So it could include a birth date of some sort. It has meaning, though. Bottom of the deck, you messed up your blood. No, not you messed up your bloodline. What was it? Was it new car? I think it was. The ancestors said, okay, this is like a specific message here, okay? Let's see. What do the ancestors want to say, Archangel Michael? I feel like this is a particular person, y'all, that went to the courts, possibly to say something, possibly that you were no longer here, collective, in order to steal some money. Football. The ancestors said something about football. Maybe, y'all forgive all that noise here, but maybe somebody involved here likes football, or they played football, collective. Something about football. Bottom of the deck. And, okay, something about football. Y'all, this is crazy because this is a variation of the name of this family member of mine, collective, with this birth date. Okay? I don't know. This person doesn't like football, though. Another name. Maybe Randall does, collective. Let's put that out here. Show me this football. It's time to take, again, collective. Maybe somebody's watching too much football. It says it's time to break free from the matrix, okay? So maybe someone's watching too much TV or sports or something. Okay? Flip the script. Football is significant, collective, for some reason, okay? Maybe this has something to do with like the football, what do you call that? Like the big finale, the football, Ah, man. I don't watch Football Collective. You know, like when Kendrick Lamar was on that thing, and so many performers, right? But he was the last one, I believe. That thing, Collective. All right. Let's see. Okay, we had Flip the Script for football and Breaking Free of the Matrix, okay? And at the bottom of the deck, we have Outdoor Enthusiasts Collective. So I feel like somebody is changing. For some reason, this is important, okay? With all the stolen land out here, okay? But I think this talks about somebody's personality. Okay, maybe somebody felt like they were watching too much football. Too much TV or internet, whatever, however they watch it, right? Y'all listen to this. It's like a war zone. Okay, and then you have It's Time to Break Free from the Matrix. All this football, Collective. So they changed things up with Flip the Script. And now they're going outdoors now, Collective. That's what I see. Why is this important is the question, okay? Y'all, something about women, a woman. Okay, and I'm talking about my sister here, right? Maybe she's, I don't know, but she's not a football lover. Maybe she's going to go out and play football now instead of watching it. Or maybe this Randall might be connected to someone in your family. Okay, but no, something about women's sports, Collective. Okay, let's put that out there. Let me see something. What is this women's sports? Why is this significant, Archangel Michael? Maybe one of these people, this Ann person, plays women's sports? That's a lot of cards. Is that Higgins? Yeah, Higgins. Okay, that's something. Nathan. Amut is hungry. I feel like these people have done something wrong, Collective. Maybe they were a part of this stolen land plot. Shelley. Ascension on fleek, okay? Maybe Shelley's ascending. Okay, so we have two different energies, okay? People who are low vibrational and people who are ascending, okay? People who have compassion. All right. Let's see something real quick about this stolen land. Where is this land located? Y'all, this is ridiculous. I'm like in a bunker having a read, okay? Show me stolen land. Polaris, y'all. North Star, like. Maybe you're in your North Node. Maybe this is for you to assist you as you move into your North Node and move throughout it. Y'all got a funny way with words, okay, Collective? Alright, show me Polaris crossing with this stolen land. Maybe this is like a destiny swap. Show me Polaris. Polaris. Okay, let's take that. Jinn, y'all. Maybe they consulted the Jinn to try to steal your destiny. Okay, y'all, that fell out. Who are the true chosen ones? Chosen of the divine, okay? This is what they want, to steal your destiny. And your land, too, okay? Uber Lyft driver is involved. Baseball, y'all. This baseball came out here the other day, okay? So we got football and baseball, Collective, and women's sports. Maybe these are identifiers for the people involved. Treason, Collective. I feel like this is, your ancestors saying this is treason what these people have done, trying to swap destinies with this kind, compassionate person. These chosen ones. And using the Jinn to do it. Show me, what is this Uber or Lyft driver here for? Why is this person here? Okay, thank you. Let's keep that one. And show me a name for this Uber or Lyft driver. I need to get a card for Amazon worker too. Okay. Amazon driver. Something with the mounds, the natives. Maybe that's stolen land, Native American land collective. Okay? And this is why it's a huge deal. I feel like it's a huge deal. Okay? Because somebody fucked up their whole bloodline doing this shit. Show me this Uber Lyft driver. DMX. DMX comes out a lot. I mean, well, he hasn't come out lately. But I'm getting like there's some sort of uproar. Even though that's Lil Wayne, right? But let's see. Maybe this is a rapper or something that drives this Uber or Lyft car. Pickled onions. I don't know. Maybe somebody's car smells like pickled onions. Uber Lyft driver. Heard you went to Anubis about me. They had the gin out here, right? Somebody's in a stinky kind of situation. Maybe something smells like vinegar and pickled onions in somebody's car. Maybe this is a hip-hopping Uber Lyft driver collective. Let's see something real quick. But this land is definitely native land, okay? And you know those lands, they have a lot of spirits on them and ancestors collective. So these people I'm getting are being haunted as well, okay? Show me DMX. This could be DMX, okay? Speaking from the Cosmos collective. He's got a message, I think, okay? Bottom of the deck. Vargas. Something about this Vargas person collective. I'm getting heavens to Murgatroyd, Vargas, okay? Vargas could still be a musician or hip-hop artist. Show me Vargas. That flipped in my hand. Thomas Jefferson collective. Here we go again. Something to do with this land. This land must be a lot of money collective. Must be very sacred grounds is what I'm getting. Bottom of the deck. Camping in the woods. Maybe they're camping on your land, collective. And maybe this is where they're doing this magic and stuff, this sorcery I'm getting. Where are these woods located? Is there a state? Might be under the moon. Something. This is what they're doing there. They're consulting a jinn, possibly. Camping in the woods, okay? But we have full access granted by the divine, okay? I don't know if this is this is someone that's doing something against you, right? Regarding this land, okay? They're consulting with the jinn, okay? But with this card with it, I feel like this is like a backfire for this person, okay? And this is like divine intervention, okay? Sending this jinn right back to this person in the woods, collective. Bottom of the deck. Run the tape. Maybe they have recorded evidence, collective. And now they're running. Karmics run. Maybe they also running from the jinn that they conjured, collective. But this baseball keeps looking at me over here, collective. Show me baseball. Who's this person with that likes baseball? Give me a name. We have Randall, right? Video game developer. Get the fuck out of here, you collective. I think I might know who this is. Okay? I ain't gonna say it right now, okay? But, wow, this is crazy, collective. These people in the woods doing this shit against you, collective. And you don't even know it probably, or you didn't in the past, right? And you've been kind and compassionate to these people. This is disgusting energy. Y'all, Maybe someone's also developing a video game on baseball. Bottom of the deck. Only one brain cell, okay? They're not too bright. Because why would they do this to a kind and compassionate person? Now they're going to suffer the consequences for this. Stealing this land, this sacred ground, I feel. Helping others to steal this land, or trying to. What's going to happen with these people out here, the ones that have done things in an improper way? What's the next thing that's happening with running the tape on this shit? They got to get the fuck out, collective. It's like a horror movie for these people. And for me, Get Out is one of the scariest horror movies out there that's ever been created, collective. Okay? Bottom of the deck. Collective, they've been caught, okay? Stealing this land, okay? I think that's good. I really do, okay? And they see like this is treason. Let's get one on this. Maybe this is how God sees this. The Creator sees this, collective, because these are chosen ones that they're doing this to. They're being targeted, okay? And you've been crying, okay? And shit's burning up. Tears like acid rain. There's nowhere to hide. Imagine if it was like acid rain. Where can you hide? In your house for a period of time. It just depends on how long it rains. Eventually it'll eat your home up, right? It'll get to you. Okay? The same way these people were probably relentless trying to get to this chosen one in order to steal this land, okay? All right. Show me treason, collector. We almost done because all this noise don't make sense. I don't know. Treason. Estonia, collective. Maybe they were working with Estonia? It's this country in Northern Europe, near Finland. Wait a minute, what does that say? To the north, Latvia to the south, and Russia to the right, y'all. So Estonia, this region, has significance. And they fell out there and run the tape. Maybe that's the woods where they were doing this gin magic. Wow. Y'all collective, get the fuck out of here. Okay? Some sort of espionage going on, okay? That's like government spying in Estonia, possibly, or somewhere in these regions near it. Finland, Latvia, and Russia, okay? Maybe the land is somewhere over there. I don't know, collective, what's going on here, okay? I feel like it's native land, though. Bottom of the deck, treason. Oh, the espionage, y'all. This is something going on at a country, a governmental level, okay? Let's see something real quick. I got Darth Vader at the bottom of the deck, collective. Show me Estonia in the reverse. Why is that here? Backfires, hidden liars, y'all. Something corrupt going on in Estonia or somewhere in that region. And it involves treason. I feel like this is regarding a different government. Or maybe this is someone within their government. Show me espionage. Who were they spying for? Maybe they were spying for a different country. Thank you. Something about beer lovers. They like to drink beer, collective. All right, we're going to move on soon. Let's see. Okay, I only got one card for this one. Okay. Or maybe you've been caught, but no, backfires, hidden liars, right. Okay. They're lying, and it's backfiring on them, okay? Maybe they look like this right now, collective. Mirrors, okay? So I knew that Darth Vader, that was the vibe I was getting. But it says mirrors, the black people of Mu, Earth, Lemuria, okay? So there's something about stolen land, Lemurian land or something, okay? I'm getting this is a big deal, collective. They're lying about something about this land. espionage with treason. It's time to come into the Holy Temple Collective. They about to tear some shit up. Possibly over in this region, Estonia. Maybe that's why it's in the reverse. Okay? Espionage, y'all, is backfiring on these liars. Okay? Backfires times 10. That's why they want you to come into the Holy Temple Collective. So if you're in these regions, okay, and you love justice, go inside. Come into the Holy Temple. Espionage, they tried to do something in a different way, I'm getting. This could have something, curvature propulsion system. It could have something to do with a propulsion system as well. But I feel like they tried to subvert something. Do something in an underhanded way. With these lies. Something about cigarettes collective. Stop smoking cigarettes collective. I know it's for me, okay? And maybe they tried to do something regarding cigarettes too. Alright, what one did I want to clarify? What are these lies these people have been telling? Like it. And it fell out over here on video game developer. Near it. Okay, maybe it's something about your online presence. Bottom of the deck. Rightful heirs. Something about your land collective. Somehow they're connected to this stolen land. Okay? Over in that region, there's some sort of espionage. Archangel Michael, can we get a name on this person, this spy, this government spy or agency or something? We got a location, y'all, I believe. The time to waste time is over in the reverse, okay? Bye, bitches. Ain't no more time. Time is up, collective. It's completely up, okay? I don't know what's going to happen over here, collective. Maybe these are the names out here. Some of them. Yo, these people about to be sent up to the great by and by. The utopia in the sky, collective. How do they know my collective, Archangel Michael? How do they know my collective? Or maybe they don't know you. They just know what belongs to you and they want it. Learn to enjoy the moment. They can't because it's like bye, B-I-T-C-H's. What do they want? How do they know them? The devil collective, because these people are workers of iniquity. Okay? London collective. It's definitely in London. Okay? This is some espionage. Okay? Maybe they're stealing land that's here in America is what I'm getting. Okay? Or in the Americas. Right? They're stealing this land somehow, possibly from rightful heirs in those lands, I feel. They're fucking around with the Moors collective, M-U-U-R-S, okay? And these are, I wrote the two differences because these are the positive ones for me, okay? Archangel Michael, if the name is not out here, can we get a name on this espionage person? Melanin, we got a type, okay? Like I said, I need to do research on it. I believe these types, certain races, have different types of melanin that they have a larger quantity of, okay? So I had to look this up. Okay, bottom of the deck, can we get a name? Let's see. Is there no justice for men? There is justice, collective, because they put it out here on this table like this, okay? There's definitely some sort of espionage going on in London, Estonia, Latvia, Finland, northern, that area, London, okay? regarding this stolen land, okay, with the rightful heir out here, okay? And they've lied about this. There's something about beer, collective. These people like to drink beer. Maybe that's a significant clue. Archangel Michael, anything else you want to say? What? So I feel like the espionage, the lies were, the purpose was to steal this money, these inheritances. Okay? My goodness, collective. Okay, show me what agency. I feel like this is a government spy. What agency within the government, possibly in London, is this spy operating from or out of? Maybe it's the other way around. Somebody's spying on London, but I don't think so. I'm getting like they're operating out of the dark side. Pantheon. Maybe it's a conglomerate of types of agencies, okay? Bottom of the deck, agency. Y'all, somebody's coming up with a deathbed confession. Maybe because the Pantheon's on somebody's ass, okay? Whoever this devilish person or people are. They're going to confess to these lies. What are they saying in this confession? At first, they isolated you in hopes of making you go crazy. Now they isolate you to keep you from infecting others with the truth, okay? So they're going to say how they isolated you, collective, to try to make you go crazy, okay? Maybe you're speaking up now. I think we did have show your ass with my pen to early on, right? Yeah, because these people hold no authority, and now they know it on their deathbed, collective. Head down, eyes up for these people. Okay, you know we always stay in that mode. Okay, until we get other instructions. Clear, concise, solid instructions. We stay in this mode. Okay? Always be alert as best as you can. Alright, let's see. Let's keep moving on. Yeah, they did all this for your land. But this espionage, okay, that's an issue for me. Okay? Maybe this person's just not going to have justice in the courts. Maybe it's just coming through passive, collective. Do you want to say anything else about this espionage? Rosary beads. Something about maybe religion, y'all. This could be one of those religious organizations. It could have something to do with the Vatican or something, collective. Bottom of the deck. Tears like acid rain, y'all. I don't think these people are going to court, okay? This is how these people are going, okay? Maybe it's because these people are so connected, right? It's hard to get to these people in the 3D because they have so many layers of 3D protection, right? So they just gotta come straight with these people, okay? And these are the type of people that won't stop, okay? And they won't stop drinking beer either, okay? Because this beer keeps popping up at the bottom of the deck, okay? All right, collective, let's keep going. DNA upgrade. Grandmother clause. This has to do with this land. The oldest contract that the earth has, the gender contract, determines if earth would be a masculine or feminine planet. Rod Hayes, okay? So, I feel like this has to do with who are the rightful heirs of the land, okay? And it has something to do with the feminine. This is, you know, the time for the matriarch to rule. Maybe this is why they stole the land, to try to stop it. X-flare, intense eruption of electromagnetic radiation, radio blackouts, maybe because they had blackouts over in that region, I believe. I got to look at exactly where Estonia is on the map, okay? But I know they had some over there in Spain and France and stuff, right? And parts of Europe, right? Maybe that had something to do with it as a sign to these people, okay, of what was to come and what is to come. I feel like they were stealing from feminines in America, though, but they were doing it from London. Well, that's like the base, okay, and there's some sort of espionage involved. Okay, let's keep going. DNA upgrade. And something with the sun with your upgrade, right? And that's the justice. Am I not deserving of justice? Yes, you are, right? And maybe your government in America, okay, I feel like this is someone in America, is reluctant because of the relationship that they have with London, okay? Who knows? Maybe they're involved as well. Maybe that's how they got access in the first place. But with that espionage, I feel like there's an element of like criminal activity where they're also doing something against the actual government, okay? Where that speaks to me of something that someone's not complicit, okay? Okay. DNA, upgrade, piercing glare, something about your eyes, collective, in the reverse, okay? And this X-flare could trigger this mutation, okay? And this is this roundabout justice, okay? They're not taking these people to prison, some of them, okay? They're taking them to their utopia in the sky, okay? And for you, part of your justice is you're getting some sort of upgrade, collective. It could have something to do with your sight, okay? I always said in a couple readings, I feel like, this is a gift that's going to come online for me, okay? In terms of being able to just, let's say, hurt things with my eyes if I need to, okay? Or look through things, see through things, possibly walls. I don't know, collective. Now, if that happens, okay, I don't know. I'm going to use it for good, though. But initially, I might be a little crazy with it. Okay, just testing it out to see how it works, okay? All right, collective. Let's see, DNA upgrade. Jackpot, collective. You're going to get like the jackpot of gifts or something, collective. They going to wish that they had supported you in the 3D. Because now, look at all this shit you're going to get. You're going to be like a walking one-man, one-woman army, collective. All right, let me see something. Show me this piercing glare in the reverse. We're about to close it out. Yo, this is a long read once again. Okay, let's see. Integration time, collective. You about to get some gifts. I don't know if you noticed it, right? And I want to say something real quick, but let's get the bottom card. Redwood City, California, collective. Something about to go down, okay? Something about to go down, okay? Maybe this is your location. It says all of your chakras are fully balanced, okay? You're getting this DNA upgrade, okay? But what was I going to say? One reading I was doing, and I said it on another video. I did it about this twin flame who was a oofing truck driver person, right? And also this person in that reading was, but I deleted it by accident, okay? But they were trying to escape to Cambodia, collective, okay? But that's not what I really wanted to say. Y'all, I just digress so much, I just forget what the hell I'm talking about half the time, okay? Something about that DNA upgrade. Oh yeah, when I was doing that video, something opened up in my ears, right? Because both of them, it was like, when you have that feeling like you're in an airplane, like first your ears close up, but they pop or something, y'all. Like they clog up, but they open up in the internal or something crazy, right? But I've had this happen a long time ago before, right? But in my left ear, I could hear like a radio frequency being tuned in. Okay? I used to have this issue every now and then. Once in a while, I noticed when I was younger. And I would be like, damn, what's that, right? Almost like somebody was tuning a radio, okay, collective. So I feel like, gifts are going to come online, okay? Your senses may just increase, okay? Your current senses that you have. Maybe you may not have tapped into newer ones, but maybe you may have a heightened sense increase, okay? All right. One last thing before we go read these last cards. What is this Redwood City, California? What's going on there? Maybe this is where this deathbed confession is coming from. Karmic's run, collective. Somebody in Redwood City, California is trying to run. Or maybe they're trying to run to Redwood City, California. Bottom of the deck's bottom of the deck, collective. Redwood City, California. Crying because they know when the high priest or priestess speaks, shit happens, collective. So this is somebody involved in stealing your land. Possibly working with London, Estonia, and Latvia, that region, okay? Finland, that region. Some sort of government spying. Maybe this person is the government spy. Wow. Maybe it's treason because they turned against their own country, okay? Interesting. And maybe, collective, okay, this could be a family member. I have reasons why I'm saying it, okay? But maybe that is the treason, okay? Because they work with this London or somewhere in Estonia to help them steal your land, okay? And maybe they offer them a cut of your land if they help to do something, or however that works, okay? Forgery, collective. Okay, they helped her with this forgery. What's it worth? And they still ain't gonna get it. Maybe they smelled it. They walked on the land for a little bit, okay? But now they still got to give it back, collective. It don't make sense. Why not be happy with what you have? And if you need more, work on increasing it. Yeah, because healing takes work, collective. Healing takes work. So these people waste their whole lives stealing from others as opposed to just using their whole life working on themselves. Even if they don't achieve great fortune, right? It's still a good life. It's still a good life. All right, we about to roll. Anything you want to say about this grandmother clause? Okay, I'm getting like you will receive all of this, by default. All right? Maybe that's the scales being balanced. Maybe you don't even have to go to court, okay? Other than to sign the paperwork, collective. Grandmother clause. These freaking beer lovers, collective. Something about these beer lovers. Yeah. But they know once you speak, shit's going down, yo. Something about miscegenation, collective. Okay, maybe this is, could be something surrounding your birth, collective. Okay? Could be. Around your parents, okay, with all this confusion around me and my parents, right? So, and if that's what I'm getting, I feel like there's something there, okay? Maybe there's a mixed race for you, collective. Maybe you're a mixed race baby, okay? Let's get bottom of the deck with this grandmother clause. Head down, eyes up, y'all. Something's coming, something's happening, okay? With this utopia again, okay? Archangel Michael, is there any signs we should look for in this situation to know that things are being wrapped up? Hayoka Empath, Espionage, Deathbed Confession. Maybe they're going to give you a deathbed confession. Y'all get the fuck out of here, okay? Midnight. This is someone in your family, collective. Someone in your family. Maybe your whole family's in a freaking uproar, collective, okay? Because of everything that's happening. I know they've been riding hard on this situation. Maybe this is something regarding these cigarettes. Collective, we got, if you smoke, stop smoking cigarettes. Keep working on it, yeah? Wow. Archangel Michael, show me McKnight. Y'all, get the fuck out of here, y'all. This is just too much, y'all. We about to close this out. Okay? Someone, you may get a message that someone in your family has passed or is passing, okay? My condolences, okay? And it's because of what they were involved in, collective. Helping all these people to steal your land, okay? It is a state of emergency. It's a state of emergency, collective. Y'all, something about a tennis player as well, okay? All right, let's read these cards and close out. Palm reading cards. Oh, I read that, y'all. The headline, curves towards the wrist. Okay, and then I'll read that. The headline, curves towards the wrist. Okay, something about this star is significant. Constellation system, okay? This headline means you are imaginative and creative. You have little attention for the mundane, and your mind is often preoccupied, okay? So I'm feeling like this is talking about you, collective, okay? Because you're not focused on the mundane things, right? I feel like, even though it says your mind is often preoccupied, you know, I feel like that's you thinking about your next creative moves, okay? Or maybe you're just a thinker in terms of, you know, life in general, things from a higher level, okay? That's what I'm getting, okay? I think that's you. Maybe this is an undercover agent, collective. Okay, I'm getting like this could be a good one. And they could be highly skilled at what they do. Okay? This could be a psychic type of some sort, okay? Pentacle playing, y'all. Okay, I get good vibes. I do. Okay, maybe this is a wealthy investigator or agent, okay? But there's something about this money in this land, okay? But I do get a good vibe from this person, okay? But we'll see. You know, we always in the head down, eyes up mode, okay? We got to vet everybody for as long as it takes, okay? And if you need to cut it off, then cut it off, okay? All right, one and only mystery card, what it is. You still think it's a game, collective? I don't think so, collective. I don't think they do. All right, collective. If you like the video, like the video.